All right, we are live. It's time to get started. So I came on late, so I'm just going to give some time for people to join in. Yeah, hello, goodness. I can see you. I can see you. I hope you can hear my voice. If you can hear my voice and you can see the screen, just let me know in the chat box that you can hear my voice. Just let me know in the comments, boss, that you can hear my voice. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to get started in the next 5 minutes. So I have people who are also joining in on the site. So we're just going to give everyone 5 minutes as I came on a little bit late. So, but I have some amazing things to share with you guys today. Some great things to share, things that are going to help you in your e-commerce business. So 4 minutes more, and today we are going to be talking about how you can use the power of AI. There has been the craze behind the use of AI, artificial intelligence, and instead of getting caught up, this is the time to actually know how you can harness its power to your own favor. So that's what we are going to be talking about today, how you can use it in your own business, how you can leverage the power of AI to one, not just boost your sales, but also help you to retain your customers, right? Um, so 3 minutes more and we will get started. 3 minutes and we will start this. Okay, 3 minutes and we will get started. And by the way, where are you joining from? Goodness, I can see you here. Where are you joining from? Where are you joining from? 2 minutes more, and we are going to get this rolling. 2 minutes, and we should get started. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. All right, so it's time for us to get this off. Okay, so today what I'm going to be doing is talking to you guys, sharing with you exactly how you can easily unlock the power of AI to boost your own sales, increase customer retention, and improve um, your return on investment. Okay, and you do that as fast as you can before your competitors can cash up and get to actually know what AI can help them do. While everyone is trying to use AI to write, um, poems and write letters, you can actually use it to power your e-commerce business. Okay, and my goal for you today, all right, is to help you make sense of this entire craze, this whole AI craze that's going on, and not just that, but how you can leverage it to boost your own um, sales for your business. Now, who is this training for? Let's first get that out of the way. Who is this training for? If you're that person who wants to, who is this training not for, rather? If you are that person who wants to just, make millions with the wave of a hand or the wave of a wand, then this training is obviously not for you. If you're the person who is afraid of innovation, you're afraid to try something new, then obviously this might not be the training for you, right? You're afraid of success, and you see everything as, oh, it's scam, it's devil, right? Then this might not be the place for you, all right? And this training is for obviously for those persons who sell physical products online, or you want to, you want to start using technology to drive your sales. Okay, you're tired of manually doing things, and you want to be ahead of the game. You don't want to be left behind. You want to be up to date and actually keep up with the happening of things, and use what is going on to actually help in your business. You want to be able to streamline your e-commerce business and become more efficient in your business. Then this is the right training for you. Okay, for those persons who are looking for systems to generate predictable results, then obviously this training is for you. Okay, those persons who want to be able to retain more of their customers and convert even more of them um into more of their site visitors into customers, then this training is for you. Okay, what I'm going to show you today are the exact same strategies that a few smart e-commerce business owners are using around the world. Okay, and a few ones make use of them. Right, in this part of the world, we are like 20 years backwards. That is something that I've really noticed when I look at the way people run their e-commerce businesses in this part of the world. They still use crude methods, even though they say they have their business online. But you just find a very tiny percentage who actually know what they are doing, and that they're actually doing something that's meaningful um, online. All right. And what we are going to be covering today, we are going to be covering for some strategies that you can use to grow your brand using the power of AI. Okay, and just like I said, only a few brands, right, are currently making use of this. Okay, so if you are going to make use of them, you are going to be among some of the few brands who are taking advantage of this current trend. Okay, and of course you get to learn one simple strategy that Healthplus used in 2022 to increase their sales by as much as 40%. Okay, and of course how you can use AI to automate the entire process in your own business, so you don't really have to manually do it the way Head Plus does it. Okay. And of course, you get to learn how you can automatically get your customers to even buy more from you. And you don't have to lift a finger, right? You could be sleeping by 2 a.m. in the morning, and you wake up and you see that you've gotten someone to buy more products from you without you having to interact with the person, or even having to call the person, right? So we are going to be talking about all of these things and a whole lot more other things that we are going to be talking about in this training. All right. Now, if you have been following me for a while, there are a few things that I have been sharing, and I just want to quickly talk about those things. And what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to share my screen. Um, okay. So if you can see my screen right about now, I want you to leave me a comment. I want you to leave me a comment in the chat box that you can see my screen. Leave me a comment that you can see my screen. This whiteboard right on the screen that says mirror. Okay, just let me know that you can see it. Just let me know that you can see it. Um, Let me know in the chat box that you can see it before we move ahead. Let me know you can see it in the chat box. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know that you can see my screen before I move ahead. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Let me know. I know technology can be, I don't know. I want to make sure. Okay, yo, awesome. Say yes, I can. Great, great, great. All right. So if you've been following me for a while, you would notice that I've been talking about the bias pyramid. Okay. And I have made us to understand that not everyone, right, who visits your website, okay, who visits your website is going to buy immediately. Okay. um in 20 sustain, and what we are doing in 2016 was we have a simple page. We just write a sales page. 2015, 2016, that's what I was still doing personally. A whole lot of people were doing it back then in e-commerce, right? So we have a sales page, and what we do is we basically just run simple engagement ads. Beautiful period, by the way. All right. So we have engagement ads. We have people um, go to this web page that we've created. We use something like Insta Builder. We have it built, and people come to this page, and what they just do is go ahead, send a message to a phone number to place their orders. That's what we were doing then. But we were leaving a whole lot of money on the table, because you know why? It's because of the buyer's pyramid. Okay, the buyer's pyramid. There is 0% of people who lands on your site, who see what you have to sell, that will buy immediately. All right. There are people who will come to your site, and they still need a whole lot of convincing. They still need to really understand what you're saying. They still need to know if you are legit, right? So they might have to, go from that awareness stage to a point whereby they are seeing more product, more content from you. They are engaging with your content, and then they say, okay, maybe this guy is legit. All right, so let me even listen to this person, and maybe just go ahead and buy, just try it out, right? So when people come and buy, they have, objections. Okay. And this is why sending people directly to a product page is a very wrong way to run your e-commerce business, because one, you will basically just be dependent on your ads. Okay, so I talk about the sales loop. Okay, and that's what a whole lot of people do. Okay, so you have your product, right? You have your products, um, sales, right? So this is what I call the sales loop. So anytime you have an offer, you have a new product, you basically go to Facebook, or Twitter, or Instagram, you run an ad to the offer, and then you make sales. It just continues. So anytime your ads goes off, your business is almost at a standstill. Okay, so you want to make sure that you break out of the cycle and be able to build a business, build a database of customers. And these days, AI can help you do this easily. Okay, now I'm talking about that this buyer's pyramid, and I am saying that now there are a group of people who will buy immediately, about 3%. Okay, statistics have shown that about 3% will just go ahead and buy what you have. But there is this group that they about 37%, excuse me, that are right here, that will not buy immediately. Okay, out of this 37%, there are people who in the process of trying to um, you know trying to go ahead and make purchase, they abandon their carts. Now imagine if you don't have a system to really identify people who abandon their carts. You've lost this person, right? There are times where we have people who abandon their carts, and we just put a call through to them, and they will tell you that, oh yes, I was in the middle of buying this thing, I just forgot. It's crazy, right? How can you be in the middle of something and you forget, right? But this is the reality. This is what happens, okay, in the e-commerce um, customer's journey. These things happen. People will fall off the journey, the buying process. So you want to have systems in place to be able to identify these people, send triggers to them. And we're going to talk about all of these triggers and how AI can actually help you to achieve all those things. All right. And I've already said before that there are a group of people, okay, a group of people who don't care about what you have to sell. Okay, they don't care about, they maybe out of curiosity, they just going to land on your website and see what you're doing, but they don't give a damn. They don't care. They are not going to buy no matter what you do, no matter how much you dance on Instagram or on TikTok, no matter how loud you shout. They are not going to make a board. They are not going to buy. Okay, your focus should be on serving those persons who have shown interest, who have, you know made the move to actually want to purchase from you. And because just sending people to one page like this will help you to be able to, segment these persons who are coming to the page. It will not be difficult for you to even, attend to this 37% of people who are not going to buy immediately but buy later. So you want to make sure that you have systems that help you to, be able to identify this 37% and help you to convert them into customers. All right. And AI can help you do that. There are brands who are already doing this already. And I'm going to show you examples of these brands and how they are doing this. Okay. All right. So in case you're here and you're wondering who is this guy, and you haven't heard of me before, you've not seen me before. My name is Jonathan Melody, and I started this journey. It's been over 10 years now, right? And I've trained a whole lot of people. Saying 40,000 person is just being conservative, right? Around the world. I have train a whole lot of people through my paid and free programs. All right. And of course, I'm the founder of the 10x e-commerce club. All right. Is a community of e-commerce experts. Today I don't even show up on the community as I used to when things were still at the infant stage, when I was still grooming a whole lot of people on this e-commerce space and industry. But a whole lot of people have become lots of experts. They share amazing things in the group, and people learning from each other. It's actually amazing to actually watch and see what people are doing these days, right, inside of the community. But that's what has happened so far, right? I'm also the co-founder of a software company, LazyCom. And by the way, I'm going to be selling you LazyCom inside of this training. And of course, I'm going to sell you, LazyCom. And really, it's not a must that you must buy into LazyCom, but it's just a software that's going to make your life easier and even better, right? And aside the fact that I'm not going to sell you LazyCom, there is a whole lot for you to learn in this training, and I hope that you stay with me. So the first strategy that we are going to be talking about is the ability to be able to send AI triggered emails. All right. Now we talked about when people hit your website, there is a whole lot of a chunk of people who are not even interested in what you have to offer, right? That you have to offer. So what you want to do is make sure that you are able to send emails that gets triggered automatically. You want to have emails sent out automatically, and you can have a system to help you send out these emails automatically. Like here is a brand. um Sephora is a beauty brand, right? And this is how they do it with their cart abandonment. They are able to send out emails, okay, when someone abandons their cart. Now, initially, I told you guys that there are people who will land on your website during the process of trying to buy something from you. They are going to abandon the process. You can get like statistics have also shown that about 80% of people who use their mobile to shop will abandon the cart. 80%. Just think about that for a moment, right? Think about that for a moment, and see if you are not doing something like Sephora is currently doing. You will see the amount of sales that you will be losing. And these are big brands, right? Now, if a brand like this can be doing something like this because it is profitable, that is why they are doing it, right? So automatically, as someone abandons the cart, these emails gets triggered, right? And they are sent out immediately. You can set a time. It could be 30 minutes after they've abandoned the cart. It could be an hour, 2 hours after they've abandoned. But you have to have a system that helps you to send out emails the moment emails to those persons who've abandoned their cart. All right. This is how I was able to do it. This is how I do it. How I was able to, get an extra 900,000 in sales because I was able to send out, cart abandonment emails. It's not that we are putting calls through to these persons. Yeah, that's another thing you could do. You can decide to also call these persons, but of course, you want to also have a way to do it for you automatically, even when you are not awake, right? Even when you are not there, you can send emails, you can send SMS. But of course, if you are sending SMSs, you don't want to overdo it. Okay, there are ways you can actually do this and not disturb people. Personally, I don't like receiving unsolicited. I mean, yeah. Crazy English language, right? I don't like receiving SMSs from numbers that I don't know. So you want to make sure that if you're sending SMS, if you're doing SMS marketing, you want to have a strategy behind it. Don't just go ahead and just go berserk with your sending of SMS. You want to be strategic with it. Now, here is drugstore. um, what they do is whenever they are having now how this actually works, If you've read the 10x e-commerce secrets, one strategy that I talked about there that you can adopt in your e-commerce business is subscriptions. Okay, so if you have a product, let's say for instance a beauty product, a cream, and someone buys it, right? And you know that after 30 days, the person should be running out, right? And it's time for the person to actually, um, you know, um refill and buy, an additional one, right? Or buy more of the product. Now, instead of actually having the person to come at every single time, there are sometimes that people even forget to make pushes. It's crazy how people actually forget about their customers. It happens a lot, right? You have customers who buy, and because you are pursuing that new customer, you forget about your old customers, forgetting that it's easier to actually get someone who's purchased from you before to buy more from you than to actually get someone who's never bought from you before to buy. Like, it's way harder to get a sale than it is the first sale than it is to make the second sale. Okay. So I was talking about the whole subscription thing. So instead of having them to come back every single time, you can basically push them to say, "Oh, listen, you can actually be on subscriptions, and every single month will be debiting you. Instead of you spending like 50K to refill, you can now spend, let's say, 35. We can do this for you for 35 to refill, right?" Now, some people are going to go ahead and sign up every single month. You build your cards, but it's quite a sensitive one, right? Because people don't like their cards be built, right? Except for rare cases whereby they are willing to do it, right? Now, but for some persons who are not going to do it, you can have emails triggered, and you don't have to send them manually. The AI, the algorithm can just you can just set it up, right? And after 30 days of their purchase, right, you have an email like this, just like drugstore have on, sent out and say, "Oh, you're running low. It's time for you to refill." Right? When you refill today, we are giving you maybe 10% off. 5% off coupon in the next 7 days, right? So this is a type of email, AI triggered, that can help you to get more sales, right? Now here is Sephora. I believe if you've not heard of, I've talked about Sephora before. If you don't know drugstore, of course, Sephora is a very popular beauty brand. Okay, you should be able to, at least if you're in the beauty space, by the way, you should know for Sephora, right? I've sold a lot of beauty products. I mostly sell beauty products and health products. So yeah, these are some of the brands that I'm really familiar with. So yeah, one thing that you can also do with this AI triggered emails is asking for feedbacks. We all know that in this age, feedback is like reviews. When you have lots of reviews on your site, on your pages, it helps to increase the trust, all right, of new buyers. Okay, so you always want to be able to ask for feedback. Now, there are sometimes, imagine if you have 1,000 customers, how are you going to call the 1,000 customers to say, "Oh, how is it going? Send us your feedback." It's going to be difficult, right? You can do that manually. You can even say, "Okay, you should start messaging them one by one." It's a tedious process. But if you have AI triggered emails set up, right? And you know that, okay, this person has been using this product, for 30 days, for 60 days. After 60 days, send this person this email and ask for a review. Okay. And the AI, you just have to set it up once, right? So 60 days later, this email is sent out to these customers who made this purchase um, um, 60 days or 30 days ago to leave you a review, right? So this is how you can also use AI to help you to, increase the trust level of your sites, of your products, to get people to easily make the purchase. Now here is Dollar Shave also doing something similar. So it is like, asking the person to, like, you can do something like what we call a cross sell. Okay. There was this day that I purchased, yeah, I purchased a lot of things from Amazon, by the way. And I shared this inside of the Lazy community, whereby I purchased the book. In the next 30 minutes, I received an email from Amazon saying that, oh, people who have, because you've purchased this, this thing, you might also like this thing. Okay, that's an after purchase or a post purchase email that you can have sent out to get people to even buy more from you. And here is Dollar Shave Club doing exactly that. This is something you can do to help you increase your sales. Listen, these things I'm talking about, I'm sharing with you guys now. I can say that over 98% brands in Nigeria are not doing it. Yes, over 98% brands of brand e-commerce brands in Nigeria are not doing these things. Now imagine if you can do these things. There are some I know of brands who do as much as 200 million every single year, right? 300 million every single, but they are not doing these things. Okay. And this keeps you way ahead of brands like this if you can incorporate AI to help you in your e-commerce business. Now, here is Clinique, right? The same thing, all right? Post purchase, recommending more products for people to buy, all right? So this is a very unique way you can do this. Now, here is another one. It's called the browser recovery. Okay. Now you've heard of, I've talked about cart abandonment emails. Okay, someone abandons the cart, right? So they are trying to fill in their details, but they didn't fill in the details, right? They abandoned the cart, right? It's different from someone who he just came to your website, is looking at your product page, is looking at the category, but then he didn't purchase. After even looking at the category, you can decide to send them an email. How amazing is that, guys? That someone came to your website, is browsing through your website, and by the way, this only works when if the person has actually opted in into your list. Okay, of course you should have a way to get their emails, right? So that you can start sending them, because of course that's the only way you can send them emails. If the system, right, if the algorithm already has their emails, right, that's how you will be able to send them emails. Without their emails, you can send them emails. Okay, so you want to make sure that whatever system you want to use have a way for you to collect their emails. Okay, so someone is browsing through your website, is browsing through a category, or a product page, and they left. You can send them an email and say, "Oh, what happened? Is there something that you are looking for? You didn't find something? How can we help you?" This is a way that you can boost your sales, increase your sales. All right. Now, statistics. A report was put together by Omnisend. Right. Omnisend is an email marketing company where people go to, they register and they use it to send their emails. All right. This is a report that they gathered, and they said that about when they analyze every other channel that people were using to generate sales for their businesses, they found out that emails were producing the highest number of sales. They said, like, for every $1 you spend, you get about $40 back. I want you to actually think about that for a moment. Like, for every $1 you spend, you get $40 back. That is 40s, guys, with emails. So if you're right here, if you're listening to me right now, okay, and you are not sending emails, you are losing about, you are losing over 400% revenue that you should be getting. So you need to start taking emails seriously. You need to start taking emails and SMS seriously. Like I said, if you are doing SMS, all of these things I just talked about now, you can also send SMS. But of course, you want to be uh, you don't want to be aggressive with SMS. Of course, you can send emails, you can send more of emails, but SMS can be very intrusive. Okay, so you want to have a strategy behind it if you are going to send SMS. Okay. So my point is you want to start sending emails, AI triggered emails to help you boost your sales. The second strategy is AI triggered offers. Okay. I know you probably haven't you don't get this one. AI what's that? What's that, Jonathan? What's AI triggered offer? Yeah, we're going to be talking about AI triggered offers. Now, the essence of AI triggered offers is to help you increase your average order value or help you to maximize your average order value. Okay. Now, what that means is to help you to increase how much you make from every customer that is spending money with you. Now, when someone is in the mood to buy a product from you, is in the mood of buying from you, you don't want to stop the person from buying, right? So yeah, they came to your website to buy a cream to have acne cleared from their face, but of course they can still buy a skin moisturizer, right? They can still buy a facial toner, right? They can still buy all of those things. In fact, they can still buy an eyebrow pencil and all that. They can buy all of those things. So why do you just want to abruptly end the sale, adjust the sale of an acne cream? Why? When you can actually sell all these things to this same customer and increase how much you make from the customer. So you want to be able to have AI offer different products or offers to this person who's trying to buy from you. Okay. Now, if you look at the screen, this is how I was doing it on Holistic Bloom. Holistic Bloom is one of my babies that I started in, think sometime 2020 or 2021. But I've sold it now for multiple millions. By the way, I've sold Holistic Bloom. Someone is now taking over Holistic Bloom and using it. But this is how I was doing it in Holistic Bloom. So what you see right here is what I call a bump offer. Okay. All right. So there are different ways for you to increase your AOV. AOV is simply average order value, right? So you can do that using pre-checkout offers, right? So pre-checkout offers are offers that people see before they check out. All right. And of course, there are one-click upsells, one-click downsells, and of course, the one you see on the screen now is a bump offer. This is how I was able to generate over 1.2 million as extra revenue, guys. Like, imagine if I weren't doing this, I would have lost it. I won't be able to make an extra of 2.6, right? So you want to be able to do some of these things to increase your revenue, to increase the number of sales that you make. Listen, I've been in this space long enough, and I know that over 98%, over 98% of e-commerce business owners in Nigeria, they don't do these things. So if you actually do these things, I'm sharing with you, right? In on this training today, you are going to be way ahead of a lot of e-commerce business owners. Like what you see on the screen right now is how I did it inside Holistic Bloom for upsells and downsells. So this is more like an upsell, downsell, right? Like I said earlier, I said something earlier that it's easier to sell to someone who has purchased than someone who hasn't. So if you already made the first sale, it's easy to make the second sale. Guys, are you guys still with me? If you're still with me so far, you're still here with me, I just want you to leave me a comment in the comment box that yeah, you are here with me, and let me know what do you think about it so far. Amazing, awesome, I'm learning. Just let me know in the comment box how this is going so far. If you're learning something before I go on, just let me know in the comment box. Let me know that because sometimes technology can be really, messy, and you can lose a lot of people during the process. So I just want to be sure that I still have you guys uh, with me right here. So just leave me a comment. Leave me a comment and let me know that you're still here. Awesome. Great. 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 All right. Now, there are other types of offers as well. They're called conditional offers. Okay. So, conditional offers are more like, okay, someone lands on your website and purchase the product from a particular category, right? Because they purchase the product from a specific category, you can show them a product, right? Based on the fact that they purchased from a particular category. How amazing is that? Because someone purchased a product from a particular category on your website, on your e-commerce website, you can automatically using artificial intelligence, of course, if you are working with a platform that is built on AI, you can have another product triggered and have it shown to this person, right? It can be that amazing, right? And not just that, you can even have um you know um products shown, offers shown to people based on their total order value. So if someone has purchased something of say $200, 200,000 or 50,000, you can have certain products shown to them. You can even have products shown to people based on their location. All right. This is what AI can help you to do. Okay. The first strategy we are going to be talking about is AI powered points and rewards. Now, this one is actually an amazing one, guys, because this one will help you to have loyal customers and help you to retain as many customers as possible. This is a strategy that I've seen offline that their businesses make use of. So if you are here, you probably have visited. Maybe it could even be a restaurant. It could be a boutique. It could be a shopping complex or a shopping mall, whereby you basically they give you a card. They give you a card, and anytime you make a purchase, you get points from the purchase that you make, right? Now, because they give you cards, they give you these points, you accrue this point. The point gets to a point whereby it's a lot, and you can even use those points to make purchase again. There was this day that I walked into Healthplus to make a purchase, and I was about to buy something, and I said they told me that, oh, do you have a card? Have you been getting points? And I said yes. So yeah, you can use these points that you have, to buy whatever it is you want to buy. And I said, oh, cool. Well, yeah, check it out. So I gave them the card, and they checked the number of points that I have, or that I had, and what happened was that the points that I had was not enough, right? The points were not enough to to actually cater for what I wanted to buy, you know and they said, oh, it's just, so it was like, I think the difference was about 1,000 naira also. And they said, oh, is the difference is 1,000 naira. If you can make it up, you can also, you can still buy it. And I had to make up the difference to have the product given to me. And like, this is what you can do in your own business, to have people buy more products from you. All right, so you can use this method, this system, this strategy to increase your customer retention, increase your conversion, your customer loyalty and referrals. Okay, so you can even have your customers say, oh, if you refer someone to buy this products, you get so number of points, you get points, and of course they can use this point to make purchases afterwards. Now, The fourth strategy here is having an AI sales assistant. An AI sales assistant. Okay. So what this means is I've spoken with brands whereby they have time off their business. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they are not in business, they close shop. So you cannot send them messages, customers cannot make inquiries until Monday, right? Now imagine if you can have an AI sales assistant, whereby this AI sales assistant can answer questions, right? Can give recommendations. Okay, is it, this AI assistant acts as your, your support person, acts as your salesman, you know, re- recommends products to people based on what they want. All right, and can also even retarget people who have, visited a product page before and probably didn't make a purchase. You can retarget using AI sales assistant. All right, now here is a brand called Boom by Cindy. This brand target just women who are above 40 years of age. How specific is that? Right now, a lot of people will say, "Oh, this brand is specific." So, now you will say that, oh, because this brand is targeting is very specific market, oh, they will not be making sales and all that. But do you know that this brand has generated over $20 million in revenue for the past 3 years? Over $20 million in revenue. They are specific, they know their market, and guess what? All these things that I have talked about in this training, these are things they are what they are implementing in their own e-commerce business. And really, guys, like I said, over 98% of e-commerce businesses here in Nigeria, I won't say like they are not doing these things. Yes, and you will agree with me that yeah, they are actually not. How many have you seen who are actually implementing these things that I just shared with you right now? So you want to be able to have these things implemented in your e-commerce business. So now you might be thinking, oh, how can I get started? How can I implement some of these things that you've shared right here and tonight, right? So you can decide to, oh, you can, build out your own platform, and that can be a very expensive route. Okay, you can say, oh, I want to, use a combination of different platforms, have a WordPress website, buy different plugins, and you start experiencing things like, plugin conflicts and all of those things, and it's expensive. All right. If anything happens to your website and you need to hire, a webmaster to have things taken care of for you, you are going to spend through your nose. Okay. Now, the third option for you is basically just use LazyCom. All right. Lazycom.io is affordable, it's easy to use, and it is efficient. Okay. All those things I just mentioned in this training are things that you can achieve using LazyCom. All right. And there are even more things that you can do on LazyCom. For instance, you can have, your website page and, sales funnel page designer kicked out, or, can just, relieve them of their work, because inside of LazyCom, we have conversion driven page templates there for you. All right. So what you see on your screen now, just a very few. I just have about four templates right here, but we have a lot of templates right there that you can choose from, professionally designed. So you don't have to pay a sales funnel designer or a website designer to have anything done for you. All right, you don't have to pay for hosting or any of those shit. All right, all you just need to do is head to lazycom.io and sign up for a free. In fact, you can get started for free. You get to test out the platform before you even commit your money. All right, you don't even need a credit card to get started. All right, other things that lazycom can also help you with is, using AI for sentiment and behavior analysis. So with AI that is inside of Lazcom, you can analyze the behavior of your site visitors, of your customers, right? And with that, you can use that to the information that you get or the insight that you get. You can use it to improve your pages, all right, or even improve your offers, right? And of course, it gets sales funnel templates as well. Now I know that right now you are feeling, oh man, this is just a whole lot. It's as if I just opened a water hose on your face. All right. So there is a whole lot I have pushed out into your face right now. All right. And I understand, totally understand. So what I want to do is I want to ask you guys if it's okay to share with you what I have that can help you to get started easily and have all of these things implemented, and have me work with you to implement all these things in your business. So I'm asking for your permission. Let me know in the chat box, if I can actually share with you what I have with you, to have all of these things implemented in your business. So if you want me to do that, just leave me a comment in the chat box before I continue. All right. So I want to have that go ahead from you before I continue. All right. All right. Awesome. So what I want to share with you is what I call ecom grow hacks. Okay. So I'm going to be having a training to help you on how to structure your e-commerce business for growth. Okay. And the first thing you're going to get is 6 months access to LazyCom. Okay. I'm going to give you access to use LazyCom for free for good 6 months for free. All right. With this, you will be able to set up all of these AI triggered emails, AI triggered offers. Have AI powered points and rewards. Be able to have your page and sales funnel design templates, and have deep AI sentiment and behavior analysis, and even more that are available for you inside of LazyCom. Now, once you have this, you'll be able to get rid of autoresponders, hosting companies, page and funnel designers, security bugs. Right, there was a day I saw someone who was complaining that, oh, his site was just taken down and was redirecting to a different page. This site has obviously been hacked, right? And personally, I've experienced things like that, and it's usually not easy to have things like that solved. In fact, currently, for one of my website, I pay $20 every single month. $20 just to take care of the security of the website. Like, every single month. I know there are people who are not even willing to, but I have experienced it before, so I know how painful that can be. All right. If hackers come for your site like this, like, it can be messy. Okay, so you want to make sure that the security of your website is top notch. Okay, so you won't have to worry about security bugs or issue once you have your entire system inside of LazyCom. And then, of course, like I said, you get rid of landing page design software, so you don't have to worry about, oh, how can I get pro version of Elementor or Thrive. All of those, you don't need to worry about that. And like I said, you don't need to worry about webmasters or programmers to have things fixed for you for your website. These things can accumulate and they can actually become really expensive, right? I know someone personally who is actually trying to build a website for herself, and so far she has spent over over 800,000 naira currently. Right? So these things can actually be quite expensive, okay? But you are getting 6 months access of LazyCom that is currently worth 166,500 naira for free. Okay, and you probably are asking, okay, Jonathan, that is good, I'm getting 6 months access. Okay, how exactly am I going to start making use of lazycom to do these things? And that is why I'm also giving you access to a 5-week growth hack masterclass. All right, so in the first week of the masterclass, what we're going to be doing is talking about how you can actually understand your target market. And then the second week, we're going to talk about how you can craft compelling offers, right? And of course, your copy as well. The third week, we talk about optimizing your sales funnels. The fourth week, we talk about building out your AI triggered automations. And the fifth week, and of course, if you have all of these things set up and you don't have traffic coming in, it's as good as waste, right? As good as nothing. So you want to make sure that we walk you through how you can start driving an avalanche of traffic. So I'm going to teach you, or we are going to take you through. I'm also going to bring someone who's going to teach on the subject of traffic generation by week 5. At this point, you should be all set to actually, take your business, your e-commerce business to the next level. So right now, what I'm giving you access to is 6 months access to lazycom, all right, worth over 166,000. And of course, the 5-week growth hack masterclass that is worth over about 150. So if you look at a combination of all of these, that's a total of over 300,000 that I'm going to give you access to. All right. So, but what I want to do is this period, right? I see people always complaining about Facebook issues, Facebook bans, Facebook is banning me, a lot of restrictions and all that. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to give you access to the blind spot method. Okay, it's one of my signature offers that has helped a lot of people be able to run ads in different niches, different health niches, beauty niches, and keep their ads running. And I'm going to give it to you, hand it to you absolutely for free. All right. And you guess what? This is what about 60,000 naira right now. Like, if you want to go out there and purchase the blind spot method, you got to spend 60,000 naira to be able to get it. And I'm only giving this bonus to the first 10 persons who take advantage of what I'm sharing tonight. All right. Now, the second bonus I'm going to hand over to you is TikTok marketing. Now, a lot of competition is currently going on Facebook. All right. And these days, you see people who are going on TikTok and doing some really great things. This is a training I had to pay for the private label rights access. All right, I have to pay for it to get it. I'm still, because of course I'm still learning how to use TikTok. So I'm also going through this training. I'm using some of the strategies inside of this training was how I was able to build the holistic bloom TikTok page to the point that it is today, even though we've not been posting for a long. But if you head over there, we have over 8,000 followers already, and that page was actually getting us customers from from other countries. We got sales from as far as UK, Canada, right? Organically, we never have had to run ads, right? So that's the power of TikTok marketing, and I'm going to give you access to this training. Absolutely, is what about 50,000, but I'm going to hand it over to you. So right now you are getting things, all of this valued at over 436,000. I'm handing it over to you now. You might be asking right now, say, okay, Jonathan, all of this sounds great. I'm ready. I want to actually get started. How much are you going to? Because, yeah, I really want to get started. But before I share how much this is going to cost you, the price that you have to just pull out of your pocket, let me ask you a few questions. If all that this entire
growth masterclass and access to LazyCom, if all it did was to help you set up a system that whenever you put in $1, you are able to generate $2 out, right? What will it be worth to you? Okay, if this guy helps you to get rid of all of those expensive subscriptions and softwares and having to pay sales funnel designers, like all of these expensive things that you pay for web hosting and all that here and there, what will it be worth to you, right? If this was to help you to generate more sales in the next 12 months, in the next 365 days than you've ever made in the last 2 years, what will this be worth to you? Okay. What's one profitable marketing funnel actually worth to you right now? Maybe 500K, maybe a million, maybe 5 million, or even more. All right. How much would you pay? How much would you pay to be able to get a system, a marketing funnel that can help you to generate a million every single month? What will you be willing to pay for such a marketing system? All right. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and charge you 500K or 2 million or, all of that. But for today, you can gain access to all of these for just 120,000 naira. You gain access to 6 months of LazyCom, the Growth Masterclass, the TikTok marketing, the blind spot method, every single thing you gain access to it. Like I said, the uh, the TikTok masterclass is only for the first 10 persons who take advantage of this. And if you're making payments, after payment, make sure that you send your details to the number that you see on the screen. Let me even ask you, if you were to pay a developer, if you were to pay a developer to set all of these things up for you, all right, you should be spending a minimum of 5 million naira. I was just telling you about a lady that I know that currently has spent close to 800K to develop a system, and she's not even done with it. All right, maybe at the end of the day, she's probably going to be spending close to 2 million to have the system set up for her. So if you want to have these things set up for yourself, you are going to probably pay through your nose to have a system like this set up. If you want to start you know combining different platforms to have this done, of course it's going to cost you a whole lot to have done. So you can see why 200K is a great deal, right? So the public out there are going to be paying at least 400K to have access to all of these things I just talked about. But because you're special, because you're right here with me, even though there are a lot of persons saw this, but they are not here, but you're here, right? You can have access to this, all right? And you can have access for just 120,000 naira today. In fact, here is what I want to do. Okay, and this I can only offer the first two persons who take advantage of it. All right, a 4 weeks one-on-one coaching with me. Currently, a 4 weeks coaching with me will cost you 200,000 naira. Yes, 200,000 naira. But for the first two persons who are going to take advantage of this, you are going to have a 4 weeks one-on-one coaching with me. Like I said, this is just for the first two persons to take advantage of this. All right. So what I want to do is go ahead. The details are on the screen. After payment, don't forget to send your details to the number on the screen. And to get you started, you will be required to just sign up on LazyCom, and you have your account upgraded to receive the 6 months access for absolutely for free. All right. So this is the time that I'm going to take a few questions. So if you're here and you have some questions from me, go ahead and ask in the comment box, and I will answer a few questions before we call it a night. All right. Now, this offer that I'm giving right here is only for this weekend, guys. This offer is going to end by Sunday 11:59 p.m. All right. Sunday 11:59 p.m. After Sunday 11:59 p.m., please don't go ahead and pay into this account that you see on the screen. All right. This offer is only for the next 2 days, right? 48, is it 48 24 hours thereabout? All right. So that should be about 24 hours thereabout. So if you want to take advantage of this, just go ahead, make the payment to the account that you see on the screen, and send your details to the phone number. So I will be waiting for your questions. I'm going to give like 10 minutes to take a few questions. So if you have questions, just leave your questions in the comment box and I will attend to them uh, right here. Questions. All right. So, in the absence of questions, thank you so much for taking the time to be part of this. I appreciate your time, and I hope you have been able to learn something from this training. Is one thing to actually learn; is another thing to actually implement. So, you want to make sure that you implement these things that you've learned tonight into your business, because that's the only way this is actually going to make sense for you. All right, you want to make sure that you implement these things in your business so that you can actually see the results that you want. All right, so thank you so much for your time. Do have a blessed night. Bye.